Hello and welcome back to Seaside Garage and the AX project. Right over there is a cabin. It's a complete set of seats in good condition for a AX GTI, not the Sport, but they will fit just fine. It was a lucky strike that I found those. I really like the fabric because the fabric is exactly the same as my first car, a Citroën ZX Furio. So seeing that fabric is a very nostalgic thing. Yes, I did talk about in the previous video to just keep the stupid looking COBRA Imola 2 seat in here, but there's an issue with that. It does not seem to be the correct size for me. I barely fit in it. It is going to hurt my hips if I sit in it for a long time. I can just about get in there, but that in itself is maybe not the biggest issue because it will keep me in the seat. The thing is, with the setup that is currently on it, I cannot get it far enough back or low enough down. I'm not sure what is actually the issue, but notice my knees. When I clutch, brake and so on, I'm hitting the steering wheel all the time, and I'm actually far back right now. I need to be closer to actually, you need to sit a little closer than you might think when racing. Look at this now, I wouldn't be able to turn the steering wheel more than here before I will hit my legs. I'm just way too high up with this. Maybe that could be modified, but honestly, I would much rather use the original seats. At least as long as it's going to be that kind of club rally where you don't really have to have your car modified. It needs a proper clean. It's been at a loft for a long time, but there are no tears, there are no rips or anything in the fabric, so that's really nice. So I'm gonna rip out the cabin in this, remove the carpets and so on just to inspect. I know there is some rust in the rear that I need to fix, and then put in the new seats, clean it all up, and then the interior is going to be good to go. Oh, I can't wait to try this on the racetrack. This short, it's got some kind of homemade short shifter system in it. And as mentioned, I have a hard time changing gears doing those club rally things because the gear mechanism in the Visa is so sloppy, and if I really do it quickly, it will even pop the connections off because they are worn. I think this is going to be much better. Yeah, I almost cannot get out of this. Well, and trust me, I tried to find the original seats, which I'm not even sure is original. I think some of this in here is from the GT and not the Sport. But finding the passenger seat turned out to be impossible, at least within a reasonable budget. So now I'm going to remove those and hopefully be able to sell the passenger seat and the rear seat. This seat is in pretty nice condition. Hopefully it can save another Sport. I guess you could just change the position of the bolsters if you wanted. I think these can just be taken out if you want to. So yeah, hopefully it's worth a little bit. I just need to remove all the stuff that is inside of here. All the body kit, spare parts. By the way, the seat belts are not original either. I think they are from a 106 Rally. Not sure that they are supposed to be red. Oh, I forgot about that tear in the back seat. Was it there before? I think it was. Maybe some critters got in here. Looks pretty solid underneath this place. That's good to see. There is, although, some critter excrements in here, so it's probably a wise thing to put a mask on and then vacuum it all up. I really wonder if the mice has been in there before or after I got it. I think it was before, but I cannot remember that hole in the seat. I'm just gonna go check my own video. Oh, check this channel out. Really great content. Anyway.
Oh, it looks really,
Right there. So that hole is old. It was there before. I just couldn't really remember. That I'm really happy about because my storage is not heated or anything, but it's mouse free. I have had no issues with any kind of critters over there. There is a lot of cats. and if they rock around on the paint and scratch stuff and pee on the tires and so on, but no mice, and that is just amazing because they can wreck stuff like this so easily. Anyway, I'm just gonna vacuum the worst of it up and remove the carpet. That's the worst of it. Then I want to remove the carpet completely and give it a wash with a power washer. That's a pretty efficient way when it's really dirty, I think. Especially in hot weather where they can actually dry out again. To get it, I need to remove this. Wonder how. There's a screw right there. So you blinked and a day went by in Seaside Garage World. It's the next day. Hence the different clothes. I did not pee myself. I've just been working on the 2CV, the Charleston, all day, and some other stuff. But now I want to take out the carpet so I can power wash that and hopefully let it dry until the morning. The weather is absolutely awesome at the moment, so it is a possibility. That is all that is needed. I just need to lift it out without cracking the nervous French plastic. There we go. Then just dry. It's a couple of days later, the carpet is now dry, and I want to push the car a little bit forward so I can access the boot. And then it's time to clean up the floor, check a couple of suspected rust areas, and then hopefully put the interior in and clean everything up so it's nice on the inside. Remove all the stuff from the boot as well. There's the original air filter box, which I need to fit because it's needed to be legal. There's a lot of spares as well because this one is in there already. There is a lot of spares with this car. So the floor in this looks surprisingly good. There is a big patch right there, old patch, but it's solid. There is something over here that looks like a patch from underneath that is a bit rusty again, but I think we are in converting territory still with this. I'm gonna vacuum up and clean up the floor everywhere where the carpet is going to rest so I can install that again. Then there is the hole in the boot that I also need to fix, which is right there. And this, it almost feels like a mechanic simulator, a computer game, where you get this task on a car, fix this rust. It's just like, why is the rust there? Why is it so easy to fix? It just almost looks too good to be true. But I'm not gonna fix it today though, because this goes out and then have a lip down, so it will be much easier to fix from below on the lift. And I'm planning on removing the exhaust, possibly also the rear axle to fix that play in that. So it'll be much easier to fix that while at that point. Some vacuuming and a damp cloth later. It looks a lot better already. This is not a detailing video in case you were wondering. But I can now put in the carpet again and get ready to install the seats. I'm going to clean up the driver's seat and fit that. So while the seat looks quite clean, actually, they are old. They've been stored on a loft for many, many years. And also they come from a GTI car from the 90s, and they were well known to be a popular place to store all kinds of bodily fluids. So I'm just going to clean them up a bit. So what I will do is to spray some soapy hot water made for this kind of stuff onto it. I need to clean the jet. And then when it's all wet and nice, I'm going to start the vacuum. And it will suck out the water and other stuff. And I will do the same to the seat base, which is removable. Why are all cars not like this? That's simply amazing. And I will do this to all the seats. Be back. Now comes the exciting bit. Do they actually fit? They are from a AX, but it is from the GTI. I do realize I missed a part of this safety harness for the back right here, but I'm gonna ignore that for now. Guess I missed something that can be mounted in these holes, I guess, to actually put the seat in place, maybe? Yeah, I do. I do miss something for that. I will have to see if I can find that. But the centerpiece for this is missing, so it's not attached in here. Are you able to see anything? Take a look at these seats back here. It looks awesome. It's perfect with the red stripes, the red carpet, the red seat belts. Nope, it's not original, but it looks really nice. And just you wait, I have a surprise a bit later also. I miss the part right there because it's a split back seat. The old one wasn't. That's one thing. Also, I need to give it some paint or something on the back. They are a bit surface corroded. But as you can see, there are mounting holes right there for some kind of thing that is supposed to catch these two and hold them up there. I don't have that. Hopefully it's not too bad to find. It's nice to see that there apparently is mounting points for it. So that will be fixed eventually. Next up I want to fit the seat base, and remember when I talked about this car being bad enough to be awesome for racing because it was so wrecked already? Doing this really makes me fall in love with this car. I think the trim, which is not original, but the setup of interior bits I'm putting into this car right now is really awesome. I really like this. I think it's going to be such an awesome car. Lower this down. And click it into position. Like that. It's in there. It sits. Whoa. I want to fit Oh, I'm getting all excited. I want to fit this because when I have done that, I can reveal the centerpiece thing that I'm also very excited about. This thing right here. It's not that bad. I love the short shift. But the shifter, I have something else from a friend of the channel, which I think is really gonna fit this car. He sent it to me a while back, and back then I didn't really know what the plans for this car really was. Take a look at this. It's a Momo gear knob, which is cool. It's leather, black leather with red stitching. It just feels almost custom made exactly for this car. Hopefully it fits. Ah, yeah. Thank you, Klaus, the owner of the red Mini automatic one that I did some work on a while back. He gave me this, and it couldn't be a better match for this car now with the red striping in the seats, the carpet. Oh! This car, it just got a great theme going on with the red and the black and the white, of course. It's just, it really looks nice. I'm just gonna fit the last seat. Should probably get a handbrake cover with some leather and some red striping as well. So from the worst interior that I own to one of the absolute best ones, a massive improvement. Notice the white spots? It's because it's drying out now. I really need to make sure that it's well ventilated in here. But this is just absolutely awesome. I like this. It's really rare that I do the interior before all the rest, but it really got me motivated, that's for sure. I love the look of this. I cannot wait to drive it. Next up, engine work, exterior work, rear axle work, brakes, minor rust issues, and it should be good to go. So it could take between a week, 2 weeks maybe, and 4 years. We'll see. Anyway, massive upgrade. Thanks for watching. Don't forget you can support me. There's a Patreon link down below, and see you in the next one.